As the authority having jurisdiction on this project, I will show conduit bending as an art form, and it shall be presented in a neat and workmanlike manner. Local 3 legend has it that you are a mad good conduit bender.
And actually, pipe bending for me is basically degrees, measurement, and angles of the whatever the situation might be. Each one, it's a different degree and also angle, but it also actually remains so well. They all fall in line and look similar to everything that's what's going on here.
So do you consider this an art form?
Yes, it is. It is very much of art, because when by time I'm actually finished with what I'm doing, it always look the same. So even though each one is different, it will come out and looking the same, where everything will be very pretty.
When you bend conduit, do you see it? Do you think it's art? Is it intuitive?
When the work is finished, it's like an artwork, but also it's more like a mechanical skill. Because some people, they could look at the pipe, they could look at the run, and can determine all the bends, different bends. Some people, they have to take more time in. You know, like me, I could come on the job, right, and look at the situation and know exactly what to do.
Do you prefer hand benders or mechanical benders?
Well, it's depend on what you're basically doing, because a hand bender is basically a different degree from a sidewinder, a mechanical bender. So, well, I'm getting old now, so of course I probably prefer the mechanical bender because bending by hand all the time. I mean, maybe that's why I look like the way I am.
Say that again.
Right.
Nice.
That's what a hand bender did to me over these years. So.
A few questions. Do you prefer a hand bender or the sidewinder or mechanical bender?
Oh my God, sidewinder is much better. Less especially if you do 1 inch, it takes a lot out of you. So if you do the side, it's much easier, and then also all the pipe is more precise. Once you go on your mark, with the side one, everything look more precise and uniform. So now with the hand, it might shift a little and it might kink the pipe a little. So the more professional with the side winder.
And to show another way to get a professional and precise bend, there are other tricks of the trade.
90. So we're doing multiple bends on the 3/4 pipe. So a lot of times to make our life easier, easy to distinguish where our bends are at, we just use the wire to, show the path where we're gonna bend. So I know I have to offset through the stud. So I'll make a 30-degree offset, then run right here like this, and that shows me go through the wall. And we'll take another piece of pipe and go up. Then I'm up 90 into the ceiling. We'll use the wire just to help show where we're supposed to make our bends at. Because sometimes you do it backwards or whatever case may be. Just makes your life a little easier,
Any tips, advice?
When you finish a pipe run, make sure everything is straight. Also, make sure there's no kink in the pipe. Because when you bend, you don't want no kink in the pipe. You want everything to look uniform and straight. And especially if you're doing more than one pipe, because sometimes you could do like a segment of 18 pipes, 18 pipes go along. You want everything to be straight and uniform if you're doing it. And once everything's straight and uniform into your panel, trust me, you gotta be satisfied when you walk away.
Any other tricks or advice or tips?
Well, for me, you just go with the flow with when you're bending. Like for instance, I want I'm going around and some kind of obstacle, and like for instance, according to what degree I'm going with, I know where the center of the bend will fall out, and then you bring around each one the same, and that's what we call art on what we do.